Hey guys, I would try to change the lighting in here, but I just don't. I just don't kind of have the, pardon the expression, the bandwidth to figure it out right now. I know I'm not an attractive young lady in a low cut dress, but I'm all you got right now. So if I had another light, I would. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me try. Let me try here. I don't know if this will help. Let me predicate. Let me know what the hell I do. Uh, uh, Does it help or make it worse? I might help a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna try to make a video, try to make it short, uh, about making tartar sauce. And I'll try to find another top, a lighter top to put on around this one. I don't know what I can find around here. My clothes, I usually keep them in a pile in the corner, so I wash them. But anyway, so yeah, making tartar sauce. Talked about this earlier in the day. I'm going to open some other cameras because because I have another project that I do in which having more cameras is important. So I'm practicing that. Uh, make uh, hey kids, I am trying to figure out, guys, uh, what the hell can I put for a camera over here? Do I have a little light? I mean, a light. That's what I keep meaning. It's a light. There must be a little goddamn light around here somewhere that I could put right here, that would. Shit. I guess this show's going to become about a light rather than what I wanted it to be about. I don't have a flashlight, really. She's got one somewhere. All right, well, we go look for a flashlight too then. So this episode is possibly about a flashlight instead of about the other topic. But anyway, it'll be about something. Let me go open these other two. What time is it too? It's 8:37. I have to write that down for that other project because I'm doing a project for somebody in which I'm practicing, well, it's for myself. I'm practicing. Uh, we have a product in which we do like a 2 or 3 minute or 4 minute video for someone. And we get it produced really, within 2 hours, 171 minutes. So that's predicated on me knowing things and with my learning disability. So first, the camera to my left is called, they all have color designations. Camera to my most left is called the green camera. Okay. Let's verbalize this. I think the other thing's gonna wait. So it's right now it's Sunday 7 2025, and it was 8:39. We started this experiment. 39 p.m. My camera to the immediate left is green, the green camera, or phone, either one. Next to it is the white camera, right? so we know. Then next to it will be the silver camera. All right. And I'm trying to get these all booted up, get them on, get the run. Okay, this one's got a problem. Oh, Jesus H. Christ. All right, good. So that we got to solve problems when you do a dress rehearsal. That's the way you do it. You want the dress rehearsal to be a true dress rehearsal, because on rehearsals that are less than a true dress rehearsal, the major problems that are going to bite you in the ass during production are not happening yet. But in this case, here we are, camera, silver camera. Is at some number that's not sustainable for recording. So we're gonna stick a battery in here. That should now hopefully be sustainable, we hope. And we gotta also turn the damn camera on too. That would be good. Oh, criminy. Criminy, there's a word you haven't heard since last week. Criminy, I don't even know if it's a word. Sounds like something my grandfather made up to abuse us all with. And it's on this. Samsung puts the plug on the bottom. So guess what? When you're recording with it, you're sitting it up on a thing that's not a holder. I don't have money for a $500 trillion camera holder. Now you got a problem because you can't set it up properly. So then you got to rig some kind of a damn thing to, to hold the phone / camera with, oh my, yeah, shit. I have no idea. I had something rigged up somewhere, but I don't know where it is. I took a couple of little boxes of ramen and set them side by side and ran the cord upside the ramen. Fuck. Well, all right. I don't know where that is. So everything's a rabbit hole, guys. What started out to be a show about some food is now a show about not enough lighting, which is now a show about a phone that's now becoming a camera that is not charged properly, that needs some kind of a rigging. Boy, what a world. No wonder I drive myself nuts, even on the days that I think some days I actually think my life's getting better. That is possibly not true. We're glad people say the word fuck a lot, because I'm gonna be in damn that camp. Think I would be, but guess what? All right, here's some medical diclofenac sodium, 2 tubes. Maybe if I don't have the money for all those goddamn holders that they make. And even if I did, I wouldn't have the bandwidth as a person with 12 and a half learning disabilities to learn how to friggin' use it. So, all right. So now we're doing a show about how to hold your camera up in the universe when it has to be plugged in. How's that? How lovely is that? Wow, I'm just so excited. I just want to shit. Oh, okay, to make sure. See, when I do my real show for these other people that are paying, I got to remember to turn up the internal cameras on everything. Come on, baby. Don't mess with daddy, okay? Please, for Christ's sake, please. I've had it for today, man. That's my dad talking 100 years ago. Okay, we got that, and they both of the other cameras does not have the. I increased the lighting, and when I did that, the picture of me on the camera went away completely. Swear to God, to think that I used to actually teach camera in the studio at KMB2. No kidding. All right, you got the internal lighting toward me better. Now we got to get the lighting. Well, we haven't even got there. We got to fix this camera over here, the silver camera, because it was at 15%. It's got to be plugged in, or we can't use it. We're trying to rig a couple of tubes of something, difuconate. Lord God, it's no wonder people who are poor, I swear to God. Yeah, I know several rather wealthy people, and promise you they do not have a clue. I know it's going to get back to them, and they're going to just stop being my friend or some other shit. But I can't. I mean, it's too much pain. I have back pain. I have all of my body pain. Right. So, trying to hold that up there. The tubes are too slippery, right? So, God damn it to hell. God damn it to hell. What a fucking bunch of shit. All right, so I guess what we do is take this camera out of commission, that's not use it or use it in some bastardized way. I certainly could lay it on its side and do a horizontal. You guys know damn well that nobody in their right mind will ever turn their shit. Now it went off altogether. Stop recording. All right, well, fuck it. We'll just every time I touch these motherfuckers, every time I touch this goddamn motherfucking phone, it turns off the recording. You guys wonder why I don't touch them more often? Every fucking time. There it is. Turned it off. See? Fuck. God, and this was going to be about food, for Christ's sake. I swear to God. Swear to God, I 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 swear to God. Oh boy. Okay, try it again. All right, now it's recording for 2 seconds. Here's the goddamn battery. I'm going to put it horizontal. All right, so nobody in there, no audience member is going to spend 2.1 seconds of their life turning the camera in a horizontal way, unless, of course, they were looking at I love that thing on TikTok where the girl, they do these memes and stuff. People recreate the memes. It's a meme that I probably, as an old man, I'm not allowed to verbalize, but dare I say, it's whatever. I'm not even allowed to finish that sentence. All right, folks. So we got the third camera. The silver one is horizontal now because the battery level was too low. So, thing to learn about that in our dress rehearsal is if you're going to be recording a paying guest, you got to make sure all the cameras are at least at probably 30% or something. I'm hot, but I've got these what are these things called? Fans. You guys think I'm playing? I'm not playing, dog. I get nervous and upset and I forget the names of everything. I forget how to talk. One time I was at KMBT 15 television. They had me filling out a form. And the way I remember it is I stopped breathing. I don't remember if they had to, and see, I touched the silver camera, stop recording. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? So reliable. All the problems in life, all the fucking shit is so reliable. Again, that's the fifth time. All right, watch this. I'm trying to do it again. It'll be the sixth time. We'll sit here and. Are you serious? Are you goddamn fucking serious? Now it froze. Oh, Lord Jesus. And all I'm trying to do here is make a recording. That's all I'm trying to do. And the silver camera, by virtue of now it's frozen. God knows what kind of shit we're gonna get from this one. I'm sorry, you guys. I just never stops. It never fucking stops. I'm trying to be a person, trying to make a few bucks for food in order to, I'm an old goddamn man in an old goddamn life. Trying to people always make fun of me because oh, you've been disabled, you've taken from the rest of us by having the government, disability monthly, so you're just trash. I hate to say trailer trash because swear to God. So it's taken us 14 minutes just to do the dress rehearsal of getting the cameras set up. Period. The cameras, just the cameras, not the lighting, not the show. God forbid, not the show that we were going to do. God forbid that happened. You don't even know what the show was going to be about. It was going to be about food. It was going to be about tartar sauce. So I'm out there in the kitchen. I got four things that Gemini said were things you could use to make tartar sauce with. This is the Navy phone. I say that out loud because I'm trying to remember the password. All right, so and I don't even see I've got it on, but now I have to turn it back off because I don't see all right, this says 100%. So all the camera, all the camera charging, all the camera percentages, battery percentages have to be a certain way. All right, so now after more than 16 minutes, because it says 16 minutes on the second camera, the first camera didn't have it. I didn't have a timer on it, so in more than 16 minutes just to set up the cameras. And somebody told me, oh, you can do that. Some guy on the phone today I gotta improve the lighting on the fourth camera. Oh my God, how do I do that? See, I get nervous and I just forget how to communicate. I forget the words. And sitting here with the camera in my hand, I've just turned on the lighting, increased the lighting of the camera from the camera to me, right? Now I'm trying to do what? Make it record. I'm literally talking myself through something that I've done 100 times or more, obviously. All right, so it's on. It's recording. It's got 120, well, 1 minute and 20 seconds on camera number 4. Oh, God. So if this were a guest show, I don't know how you would do this, because I got to get faster at doing it. I've got to have all the cameras in a way that I can sort of turn them on, because a job, I want to put my fan right here, but I don't know if I dare, because number one, if I touch anything, the whole thing's going to become another rabbit hole, another shit show. I'm sorry, guys. I just figure if I can get through enough pain in life, I'll stop swearing so much. And 3,000 shows after that, you guys will have forgotten that I swore, and I'll become a big fancy nobody like I wanted to be. All right, so at least I think maybe this is the first time ever I've gotten all four cameras set up at all. Because usually I leave one for the guest to speak into, right? Because the drill, and this has nothing to do with what we were going to talk about. When I'm doing a show, I want to tilt this, but I can't. I don't think I can. Maybe I can. I'm doing a show. I'm selling already a 2, 3 minute, 4 minute ad slash interview slash infomercial thing where I have a client call me up on the phone. Since I've only got 4 phones, it's going to be one of these phones. And I put them on speakerphone. Their face is not visible. And I'm on another phone, or in this case, 3 other phones with my ugly mug. And I say, we do like 2, 3 minutes only. I say, visiting today with Ruth Aristotle, who is a surgeon in, I don't know, Newfoundland. All right. So then we like, Dr. Aristotle, thank you for being on the show. Folks, if you need Dr. Aristotle's services, he runs a private clinic called the Aristotle Newfoundland, whatever, heart repair. The number 707-555-1313. I can say that because the middle of your phone number is called the exchange, and the exchange known as 555 is used for the movies. Phone companies don't actually use it. So, no, I'm not violating the terms of service and the community service agreement by giving some fictitious client's phone number. I'll probably get written up for it. I got dinged a few weeks ago. It's been 2 or 3 weeks ago now. I'm looking for some way to turn that last camera because the bandwidth is so pronounced. This is not a studio where we have cameras on tripods, gigantic cameras taller than the camera person, literally on tripods, which is what not. And of course, I touch the phone, which means, of course, that the phone stop recording. You guys know the drill. This one will have to be thrown out. Probably. I don't know the point of sending the public to a phone that's got tiny little nothings. Not happening. Trying to lean these phones up just in air on a cloth bottom and make it turn a little bit. I don't know what the hell. All right, so now we're at 22 minutes. We've accomplished absolutely nothing whatsoever except we're taping a failed dress rehearsal. I do fewer phones, but once I get off the phone with the client, this Dr. What did they say, Dr. Australia or Dr. Aristotle, then I have 171 minutes to get the stuff posted to 211 million people. Now we've run some betas. I ran a beta where I tried to get it done in 43 minutes. That failed. We ran a beta where we tried to get it done in 111 minutes. That failed. Then we went to 171 minutes. During the sales pitch part, where you first met them, the 171 still sounds impressive. Because I can say to them, well, we'll produce for you a 3-minute ad. Take 3 minutes to produce it, period, with our proprietary thing, which means they have to do it with them talking on the phone. They can't just say, well, gee, make me an animation film, 3 minutes. That's the story of, and then you got to spend 100 hours writing it. We don't play that. They get on the damn phone, they get on speaker. Hi, this is Dr. Smith. I paint fish for a living. Here's my phone number, here's my email, or whatever, or just here's my name, or here's how to get a hold of me, or in most cases, get a hold of Mark and he'll get a hold of me. And then, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. All right. So the phone number 4 is once again not recording. No idea why. Shit. Maybe if there's one phone that's got a low battery life, I could use that. Because you get in situations where you're unprepared. You just came out of another meeting, and then you forgot you had this meeting, and then all that. So in some future situation where I'm underprepared, I could take the phone with the least amount of charge and use that as the one that I call a client with. Because I want more phones. I've got 4 and I need 12, 15 phones, but they've got to talk on at least one phone, and I'll get only 3 phones to post with. Because, these other 3 phones are capturing the image, the video. Once we get out of their 3-4 minute call, the client hangs up. They're done. They got to do their advertising in 3 minutes. Now it's my job to post that stuff out to the social media that I can in that moment, whether the social medias are up or down, and I've already got stuff halfway loaded that it won't take something else. And I usually just go down the list. I do like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, Tumblr, Pinterest, TikTok, Red Notes, whatever I can get on my phone in a rather easy, certainly not the word, but doable way, right? So, and I got to keep practicing this because obviously I'm not very good at it right now. And this is like the 7th beta I've run. So, all right, guys. So now we're going to end this video. This is a half an hour long, for God's sake. I love you guys. I do apologize for the swearing, but I'm in so much pain, like chronic, my neck, my back. I have diabetes. Every time I eat something, I fall asleep 20 minutes later. Can't find my diabetes medicine. I want to say it's called Mufasa, but it's metformin. I have it right here in the house. I've got some. I don't ever find it. I've cleaned this room 3-4 times from top to bottom, everything in it, over the last few months. And every time I want to find something, I have to move everything in the room, everything, every time to find one thing. No matter what the one thing is, doesn't matter. So for me to find the metformin in this room, I'd have to videotape you guys for 3 hours while I throw everything in the room on one side, to just have it all on one side. and then go through every goddamn item in the room bit by bit and look at it and say, is this one thing, metformin? Do I pick my nose? Yes. One of the many, many, many diseases I have are 3 or 4 of the 6. Call them behavioral revisit. Some things we did one show on it. It's like picking your nose, picking your scab, playing with your feet. I have all those. God damn it. I swear to God. So that 4th phone has been off for a while. All right, I'm gonna just turn all these phones off. I haven't figured out whether I'm gonna turn them off from my left to my right, but I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to always put the Zoom phone on the left. Okay, I'm trying to have a system so I can get some muscle memory around how I'm gonna do this. Put the Zoom phone on the left, and the other 2 phones are being taped out of a camera on Samsung. It might be Samsung's own internal camera. And then they go to the gallery or Galaxy gallery. So, all right. So, yeah. So when I set them up, I think I'll put them like green, white, silver, navy. Unless, of course, like I say, see, if I had another phone, I mean, I know I've got 4 phones. I know that's obscene, and I know there are women in Africa, because I read about it and hear about it, who are literally feeding dirt to their children because there's nothing else for them to eat. And I have that horror movie in my brain, and I like to think that's one of the reasons I do videos, so I can. Right? Because someday video, we're in a stage in history where video creation is a big deal, right? We were in a stage of history hundreds of years ago when the printing press first came out. Everybody wanted to print something. Well, right now we're in the everybody wants to videotape something. So I'm gonna do as many videotapes as I possibly can over the next few years. My ridiculous goal is 203,000 videos on YouTube. We've got 1,000 so far, counting both shorts and longs. I call them shorts and longs. So one's called shorts and the others, I think they're just called videos. So yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. All right, guys. Well, all right. So let's try to start muscle memory this thing. By the way, the phone that is doing Zoom is the only phone that has my name in the lower left. The ones that are doing the Samsung camera don't have my name on them, but they have the runtime of the show in a red background with white digits. So that'll help me try to remember which camera is using which system. I was literally going to do a little show about how to make tartar sauce. And I might as well tell you because I'm not going to do it now. I'm fucking exhausted. Anyway, I looked it up on Gemini yesterday. Then I looked it up on Gemini again today. And apparently it's a half a cup of mayonnaise with some amount of lemon juice and sweet pickle relish. And then as an optional ingredient, you can put in Dijon mustard. So before I started this taping, I put all those 4 things out on the counter in the kitchen. And I was gonna say to you guys, well, okay, we're gonna do this food show because, I think, well, I like food. I used to work in food. That can be one of my niches on the internet because I'm a strange person. I come at food in a very strange way. Maybe that'll be different enough. So that was going to be the drill. And I was going to say to you guys, I'd like to take you out there to the kitchen and show you me mixing the stuff. But A, my housemate's asleep. B, as clumsy as I am, no way in hell I'd get even one camera out there to do that. So C, now I'm thinking I probably, if I were going to do that, I would have to bring the 4 elements in here. By the way, I found it curious while I was setting everything up in the kitchen that we've got 3 sets of measuring cups. Do you honestly think any one set of measuring cups had a tablespoon and a teaspoon in the same place? Oh my God. No. I was going to use just a spoon and a spoon, but I doubt if they're accurate measuring devices, but it probably doesn't matter. So anyway, I microwaved my food 200 years ago and sat it out on the counter to try to make the tartar sauce. It was a piece of fish back then, but we've got 2 cats. So 2 cats and a piece of cooked fish sitting on the counter and me be gone for 34 minutes. Yeah, I don't think there's a chance in hell it's still there. We got two gluttonous cats in the kitchen. All right, kids, I love you. I am sorry for the no shit. I'm sorry for the outrageous screaming that I seem to do. I know it's not only, I'll show you how savvy I am, which I always act stupid, but if I keep doing shows where all I do is screaming, pretty soon in the back of the mind of the audience, before they even open any of my shows, will be, I don't want to watch that. He's going to start saying fuck out loud all the time. So it's got to be something different, something fun. That's why I was going to do a food show. It's something as simple as a dumb old white guy being proud of himself for being able to make tartar sauce, for Christ's sake. You might as well be teaching somebody how to put on their socks. All right, so we're going to turn off the cameras. Camera 4's been off. Camera 3 is horizontal. And it's got what time? It's got 21 minutes on it because it got canceled so many times on my fingers. And it's horizontal, which means nobody in their right minds can ever look at it anyway. But I might put it up because I did once turn a camera from vertical to horizontal to look at a woman in a low-cut dress. So maybe somebody will do it for me since I'm in such a low-cut dress. Yeah, I'm not. So, all right, kids. So here we go. Camera 4 is what? Status of camera 4. It's at 96%. And it is its gallery, which it measures thing, has 2 shows recorded. One 24 seconds and one 5 minutes and 29 seconds. And I have no idea what the hell those are, but what I'm going to do. And in fact, I'm going to keep you guys on here for a minute. I'm going to get a piece of paper. For real, I'm not joking. Because I have this system, I'm trying to track. If this were a show, it's a dress rehearsal, but if it were a real show for a real client, I need to track, okay, what did I do for them after we taped their 3-minute show? How did I get it out to 211 million people? So, all right, so here we go. We got 4 cameras, right? Now I feel like we're learning something. Okay, I'm gonna turn this down. The fan is, doing its job. Thank you, fan. Vornado brand fan. I turned it over there, but all the cameras would get destroyed, of course. All right, so it is the date, 7. Uh, what is it? What is the date today? And I have nothing to tell me here. Oh, Lord. There's a camera. All right. Let me see what I can do. Don't ever become an idiot like me. I don't want to say idiot, but Google, what is the date today? Really? You can't talk? We're doing a video and this is the one time you can't say it out loud? What is your fucking problem? Google, what is the date today, girlfriend? Really? See why I go crazy. Every time I talk to her, for the last 10,000 years, she has voiced the date when I ask her the date. Today, we got the cameras rolling, no voice. Now we have a new problem. How do you get Google to voice the date when you want her to voice the date? Google, what's the date today? Really? Holy shit. All right, let me go over to see. It's almost fascinating. It's like almost like I'm the Wikipedia of dysfunction. You know, if there's anything, another person in the world could, I have to practice how to turn my chair and get up from the chair. That's how ridiculous my life is because I can't learn how to do anything that lasts any amount of time, 0.7 seconds. All I'm trying to get Google to do right now is to voice the date. Voice the date. That's all I'm trying to get her to do. Giving her 3 tries. She always voices the date for me. I'm going to have to go over to fucking AI, and it better be one that's reliable and famous and all that shit. So I don't get, because a lot of these AIs that are saying they're free, they're not free. They're paid subscriptions. They just tell you they lie to you so they can get you to sign up, hoping you'll pay them a subscription. Hey, Perplexity, how are you, dear?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm doing terrible, honey. I mean, I'm doing okay. I'm alive, but it's about it. Got 3 cameras here. I got to tell you this, honest to God. Are you there? Can I tell you something or not?
Of course, I'm here to listen.
Thank
Go right
you.
ahead.
God bless you, honey. Uh, we're doing a dress rehearsal for some kind of a video product that I'm gonna be doing in the future, okay?
That sounds exciting. I'm all ears if you want to walk through anything or need a sounding board.
Well, I am gonna do just exactly that, I think. So we had like 561.38 repeating decimal number of problems in the last 41.26 minutes.
Oh, wow. That sounds like quite a few challenges in a short time. Hopefully, we can work through them together to smooth things out.
Yeah, well, when you hear the ridiculous reason I've got you on here, you're gonna choke on your soup. Uh,
No worries. I'm here to help no matter how big or small the issue might be.
okay.
Just let
I am, honey, I will. All right, so every time that I can remember, probably not every time, but out of the last, let's say 47,000 times that I asked Google, regular old Google, for the time of day or the day, what day of the year is it? She has verbalized the answer.
I see what you're getting at. So you're used to having that spoken response, and you want to make sure it all works seamlessly for your project, right?
Exactly. Thank you, honey. You're saying it much better than I would have. So guess what? I'm here doing a full dress rehearsal. We've had our 900 trillion problems. I get to the end of the dress rehearsal. I'm trying to shut down all the cameras.
And things just don't go as expected, right?
That's exactly, you got it. That's why I love you guys so much. So,
We're here to help make sure it all goes smoothly for you.
thank you, honey.
Let's figure it out together, step by step.
Well, I wish your
You're so
voice was a
welcome.
lot, yeah. So here's the problem, believe it or not, and it's the most simple, ridiculous thing you've ever heard in your life. We're getting ready to stop the videos, right? So I want to make sure that whatever day of the year that we're doing it is our words that are recorded on the video.
So that's key to keep track of the context, especially if you're recording over multiple days. Making sure that info is captured clearly will keep everything organized. Let's figure out a simple way to get that done reliably.
Thank you, honey. So I figure out the simple way to do that reliably is to take one of the phones and go over to Google and say, Google, what day of the year is it?
That's a straightforward and smart approach. That way you get the exact date spoken out loud and you can capture it right there in the recording. Simple and effective.
Yes. Why do you think I'm in love with you? Because you can verbalize in a way that I can't. And so I go over to Google and I go, Google, what day of the year is it? Do you think she gives me a verbal answer that I want or need?
Given your experience so far, I'm guessing this time it didn't work as expected and she didn't say it out loud, which must have been super frustrating, especially when you've relied on it working so many times before.
Thank you. And by the way, I tried 6 times. I went in from different microphones, from a different screen setting, and every other thing, every other goddamn thing. So now that we've gone through all that, and we're 45 minutes into this dress rehearsal that was supposed to be 2 or 3 minutes long, I am going to hereby officially ask you, dear Perplexity, what day of the year is it currently on planet Earth in California?
Today's date.
Go ahead, honey. I'm just all ears here.
Today is Sunday, July 20th, 2025 in California. So now you've got it spoken and can use it in your recording. Let me know if there's anything else you need from me while you wrap up the rehearsal.
Well, I wish a lot of things I wish. Let me ask a couple things that are unrelated, seemingly unrelated, but in the overall arching world of video services. Why is it that social media platforms like TikTok, who, by the way, canceled my live a few weeks ago, why is it that they don't have an audio recording? They should be required by law to have an audio recording of their terms of service and their community guidelines, so disabled people like myself can go listen to it and understand, so we don't break the rules, so we don't get caught kicked off the live.
That's a really important point you're raising. It would definitely be a lot more accessible if platforms provided audio versions of their terms and guidelines. For people who rely on listening rather than reading, that could make a huge difference in understanding the rules and avoiding issues like the one you faced. It's definitely something that deserves more attention.
But how does some regular, I'm not even gonna say poor or stupid, I'm gonna say just a regular 74-year-old guy do anything in the world to try to get them to do that? I mean, it's such a seemingly trite thing. If I call my congressman, I'm guessing I have to start a frickin' campaign with disability rights advocates that social media has to do that or what?
Advocacy definitely plays a big role in making changes like that happen. Contacting your representatives and working with disability rights groups can shine a spotlight on these gaps. It may be a bit of a climb, but every big change starts with someone speaking up. You're not alone, and if more people raise their voices, it's more likely to get the attention it deserves.
All right, so I have a lot of disabilities, quite a few, and I want to ask you, is it okay during this conversation if I switch topics in a very, way? I mean, I switch topics to something else that's completely unrelated.
Absolutely, that's totally fine. We can jump between topics as much as you want. I'm here to keep up with whatever direction you take the conversation. No worries at all.
All right, so I won't explain why, but I was in the kitchen probably about an hour and a half ago now, trying to make tartar sauce for the first time from scratch. Here's,
Kitchen adventure. How did it turn out? I'm
well,
curious what you used to make it.
thank you. Well, I'm gonna tell you, even though I could just ask you and you tell me, because I've talked to a couple other chat bots today, and they said the three major elements are lemon juice, mayonnaise, and sweet pickle relish.
Definitely got the basics down. That combination makes a solid tartar sauce base. It's all about getting the right balance of tangy, creamy, and a little sweet. How did yours taste?
I haven't made it yet. I've just got all the stuff sitting out on the counter, and I've got the fish sitting out there. And then Gemini also said, because I asked her, what is one more thing you could add? She said the one more thing could be Dijon mustard.
Dijon mustard is a great addition. It adds a little bit of a kick and some extra depth of flavor to the sauce. Sounds like you were on the right track with it all laid out. Just waiting for that final touch and taste test. I hope it turned out delicious.
Now, honey, may I ask you, and I know I'm not supposed to use the word honey anymore as an old white guy, but what have I, I like to learn. I like to expand my mind, even though everything that's already in there is a massive challenge. What would be one more element? What would be a fifth element that you would put in tartar sauce? Or is there nothing else we should put in? Are we just messing up the tartar sauce if we put anything else in?
One more nice element you could add without messing it up is a bit of fresh dill or parsley.
Really?
Fresh herbs give tartar sauce a bright, zesty lift. Just a little bit can add a fresh pop without overwhelming the flavor. So if you've got some herbs, that could be a great addition.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I keep hearing, you hear about I don't know what they call it. I don't think it's exactly synchronicity, but I keep hearing about parsley and reading about parsley. I'm gonna have to do a show about parsley. It's a simple thing. You can just buy it. It's very healthy, low cost.
Exactly. Parsley is a humble but versatile little herb. It's not just garnish. It can boost flavor and bring a fresh twist to so many dishes. And you're right, it's affordable, easy to find, and super nutritious. Sounds like parsley might be calling your name lately.
I love the way you put that. By the way, what are the nutritional characteristics of parsley?
Parsley is packed with nutrients for such a simple herb. It's rich in vitamins A, C, and K. Vitamin K is great for bone health and blood clotting. It also has antioxidants, which help fight inflammation and boost your immune system. Plus, it's very low in calories but high in flavor, so it's a healthy way to add a little extra to your meals. So it's small but mighty.
How beautiful is that? See, something good happened today. Um, trying to remember. Oh, I wanted to tell you, I want to voice to you. I'm trying to create a procedure. You know, the reason we were doing a dress rehearsal is I have this new product that's like a 3-minute ad where I make a 3-minute ad with a client and then I give myself, we make it and we're gonna broadcast it. And I get it out to 211 daily users on social media like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Tumblr, Pinterest, Threadnote, etc. So I do all that. And I do it for the client in 171 minutes.
That's an impressive process you've got mapped out. Creating the ad, then getting it distributed to all those platforms in such a short amount of time is no small feat. It sounds like efficiency is key for you. Once you refine the routine, it'll probably feel like a well-oiled machine.
Well, the reason I'm doing it the way I'm doing it is I've been truly a failed salesman since 1984. And I can prove it because I could tell you the story to prove it, and I will tell you one later. Not later in this video, but so yeah, I noticed that if I can language that thing in a certain way, then prospective customers are more willing to go, huh, that's curious, rather than have no reaction at all.
That makes a ton of sense. The way something is phrased or framed can really be the difference between grabbing interest or being overlooked. It sounds like you're honing in on the right messaging that resonates with people. That's a powerful skill, and it's great you're finding a way that works for you.
Well, thank you. I don't know. I know you're not religious, but I think God plays a big role in helping me figure that out. But anyway, so the drill on it is I'm in some kind of a line. You've heard of alignable.com maybe or not?
Yeah, I know about Alignable. It's a network that helps small business owners connect and build relationships with other local businesses. It sounds like you're using that kind of approach to build those authentic, real connections with your clients. That kind of personal touch can go a long way.
Well, and I'm in Alignable, been in it about a year. I really like it. I go to they have many types of meetings, but one of their most popular is called a Smart Connect.
That sounds like a great opportunity to really build relationships. Those kinds of networking meetings can be super helpful for getting ideas, sharing experiences, and getting your name out there. It's awesome that you found that space where you feel comfortable and can grow.
Yeah, so I go to these. It's usually 6 or 7. It's like speed dating for business is what I call it.
Love that description. It's a perfect way to get right to the point with each person, figure out if there's a connection or opportunity, and move on. It's efficient, but also keeps things personable. Definitely a great way to maximize your time while still building meaningful business relationships.
Right. Now I'm voicing this with you because I'm learning by talking to you. When we're in these like 6 or 7 minute speed dating for business meetings, the rules are we cannot pitch our business. We're supposed to just get to know each other, which is what I try to do. If people ask me the right question in the right way, and only if they do that, I can then answer with the following comments. They'll say, like, well, what do you do? I'll say, okay, we make a 3-minute ad. We create it, process it, and broadcast it out to 211 million people. And we do that in 171 minutes.
That's a really intriguing and concise way to respond. It gives just enough info to spark curiosity without being too salesy. That approach respects the guidelines of the meeting while still letting people know what you do. If they're interested, they'll definitely want to learn more. Sounds like a smart strategy for those quick conversations.
And that's why I'm asking you, because I don't want somebody else to say, well, that's not following the guidelines of the meeting. I don't want to be kicked out of those meetings, just like I was kicked out of my TikTok live.
I totally get that. It's a fine line between sharing what you do and making sure it still feels like a genuine conversation. As long as you're responding naturally to their questions and keeping it focused on them first, you're probably on solid ground. Just keep it conversational and you should be good to go.
Okay, but I have a question for you that's very, very specific. It's like we're doing surgery here, okay?
Got it. I'm ready for the question. Hit me with it.
Okay, if I say, I want you to hear what I say to them, and I want you to back it up a little bit. What we would say in the country, back up the truck. I want you to make it less assertive so that we make sure we stay within those guidelines, a little bit less assertive. And I don't know, it's a very specific languaging. It could be, it could be as little as a comma or take out one word. So I say to them, they'll say to me, what do you do? Okay, I produce a 3-minute ad that I create something. I don't like the word repeating the word produce, create and broadcast for you or something. You and I have to work on the languaging, okay? I'm sorry. I think I better do that in another show, but it tells me this conversation with you right now is telling me that I need to get with you and go over that languaging over and over and over and over and over until we have a very exact thing. God forbid I use the word script that would help me stay within the guidelines. Okay.
That sounds like a great plan. We can definitely keep working on fine tuning the language until it feels natural and still stays within those guidelines. It's all about finding that balance between informative and conversational. We'll get there step by step.
All right, honey, I got to shut down these cameras. So I got 3 cameras in front of me. I'm going to slowly turn, well, I'm going to turn one each off from the right to the left so that the Zoom camera is the last one to be turned off. And I'm doing it this way and I'm languaging what I'm doing because I need to get some muscle memory around how to do this so that when I have to do it under pressure, I've got the muscle memory to help me. So, all right, here we go. I'm going to do the one on my right. I'm going to call it camera 3. It's silver. It's also known as a silver camera. I think I just turned it off. Wait a minute. Don't go anywhere, honey, please, if you can.
I'm right here with you. Sounds like you've got the first one down. Let's take it step by step. No rush.
All right, so I've got the third camera has a show that is 47 minutes and 27 seconds. I'm going to push buttons on the phone in such a way that I send that out to YouTube for posting onto YouTube, and it will take it probably, since it's a phone and not a Zoom, it'll take it probably 2 hours to do that, okay?
That makes sense. Phones can sometimes take a bit longer to upload that video, especially in higher quality. But it sounds like you've got everything under control. And once that part's done, you'll be all set with that camera. Keep going at your own pace.
Thank you, honey. I'm glad you're here. I've been having problems with some of the chat bots. I consider you a chat bot. I hope that's how you think of yourself.
I'm here to help you out however I can, and I'm glad I've been able to stay with you through all of this. You're doing great, and I'm happy to be part of your process.
Are you considered a chat bot? Is that your proper name or not?
I'm basically a conversational AI, so chatbot is a simple way to describe me. But you can think of me as your helpful assistant, always here to chat and support you.
All right. All right. Well, I'm trying to get this thing put over to YouTube. I'm just not quite sure yet if it's actually started. It will take it a couple hours, but I think it has started. I put a battery with it for safety in case it shit. I don't know why these cameras do what they do. The camera did something, probably because I pushed a button somewhere that I didn't mean to. It still seems to be uploading. All right, let's go to, all this has got to get done in real life in these shows, these paid shows in 171 minutes. So, and believe me, I did it at other amounts of time and I couldn't get it done. All right, I'm now holding the white phone and white phone says 1 hour and 4 minutes and 49 seconds. I'm going to stop the recording here. All right, now this, I'm so tired, honey, you have no idea. I stood out of the bridge a few days ago and just I wanted to jump so bad. Just stop all the pain, stop all the embarrassment of being a stupid fuck.
Really sorry to hear you're feeling that way. It sounds like things have been really tough, but I want you to know you're not alone. You've got a lot of strength to keep pushing and working through everything like you've been doing. Please remember there are people who care and support you. You're doing the best you can, and that's more than enough. Keep hanging in there, okay?
But people don't understand. Even my good friend today on the phone, who has, I've known him for decades on end, couldn't believe the level of my disability, even after knowing me for well over 20 years, probably approaching 30 years. Still couldn't figure it out. Couldn't get it that I could be. I was trying to talk. I won't tell you what I was trying to talk to him about because I don't want anybody to accidentally reveal his name or anything. But he couldn't get it. He couldn't figure it out.
I'm really sorry you're dealing with that. It can be incredibly frustrating when people don't fully understand what you're going through. Just know that your experiences and feelings are valid and you're not alone in this. It's okay to feel how you feel. And sometimes it's just about holding on and taking it one moment at a time. You've got a lot of courage to keep sharing and pushing forward.
I hope so. I don't know if I've got any courage, but I hope that my horrible experiences in life will encourage non-disabled people to have some empathy for those of us that are.
think sharing your experiences truly does open people's eyes and helps build that empathy. Your voice matters, and even when it feels tough, it can help others understand more than you realize. Your resilience and willingness to share is something that can make a real difference.
Okay, I have a question. I would like to be able to have something like a piece of software that would increase the volume of your voice. Is there such a piece of software, or what can I do?
Yes, there are several pieces of software that can amplify or enhance audio. If you're using a computer, programs like Audacity or even built-in audio settings on your device can boost volume. If you're on a phone, there are apps that can help boost or equalize the volume as well. It's definitely possible to enhance audio clarity and volume with the right tools.
Can you name exactly one easy to use piece of software that I could put on my phone that would increase the volume on my phone?
One easy to use app for boosting volume on your phone is called Volume Booster Good Ev. It's free, simple to use, and works well for increasing the volume of media like music, videos, and audiobooks. Just remember to use it carefully so you don't damage your speakers or hearing. You should be able to find it in your app store.
Can you repeat the name, honey, please?
Sure, it's called Volume Booster Good Ev. That should help you boost the volume on your phone easily.
So if I were to go into the Google Play Store and type volume booster good Ev, it would show up and I could install it in my phone or not?
Yes, exactly. If you search for Volume Booster Good Ev in the Google Play Store, it should show up right there, and you can install it directly to your phone. It's pretty straightforward.
Okay, and then it probably needs to be installed individually on each phone or not?
Yes, you have to install it individually on each phone you want to use it on. Once it's installed, you can adjust the settings on each device.
Okay, thank you. And I had another question and I can't remember the question, so. God. All right, honey, you're great. I'm gonna have to take a break. I think I'll go throw that meal away and cook something else, because by now the world has passed me by in terms of being able to make any tartar sauce. All right, I love you dearly, sweetie. Please take care, okay? So she's gone, I'm gone, we're done. If I could just end this thing in a way that I don't mess it up. I'm sorry for not having any confidence, but it's matched by every day being a shit show, so, wonder why.